Evening driver, we're currently running 27 minutes early at Stafford. Depart's when ready and the next stop is Crewe, Basford Hall at 20:46. So put the DVD on, insert the master key. Reset the AWS, have a look at the Z fighting fence, put the reverse stick forward, headlights on, power torch 3 and release the brake. Yeah, I really don't know why the fence is Z fighting with itself. So anyway, yeah, we're still following along train 436 Echo, the train from London Gateway to Garston. So this is the last part, or at least the last part in train sim terms. I think I might do Stafford to Crewe, then Crewe to Garston, and then depending on how long it takes to get from Garston to... depending on how long it takes to get from Crewe to Garston, I think I might split that in half as well. So I think it's like the third to last part. So Stafford to Crewe, Crewe to wherever I get, then wherever I get to Garston. So pass through Stafford at 19:31. So yeah, this is the least busiest part of the Scottish Main Line. Well, I think the bit north of Carlisle is. What I meant to say was this is the least busiest part of our journey. So it should be greens all the way to Crewe before we go into Basford Hall. Put it to full throttle, put up the clag factor. Oh yeah, I also forgot to change the number, so it says 66420. Nice. Take a quick thumbnail shot, if I can. Yeah, wish I had the pause brake key. Then I could take, good screenshots. Try to take one from here without the gantry in the way. I can just crop it down to size. Yeah, because if I try and do this, it doesn't really work. Unless I can just crop out a little. Okay, how about if I did... Stupid trees. This. The thing about OHLA is that the gantry get in the way of a screenshot. Yeah, 66420. Nice. I need to change it. So our expected journey time from Stafford to Crewe is about half an hour. Then the train sits in Crewe for a while, about 37 minutes, and then it continues to Garston. So a timetable arrival into Crewe is 20:31, depart at 20:36, and then arrival into Garston Church Road at 21:45. It really can't take an hour to get from Crewe to Garston, can it? Pretty slow train. I mean, we're barely doing 45. Yeah, this is why I prefer passenger trains, because passenger trains can travel a whole lot quicker. So yeah, we are on the West Coast Main Line Missing Link, available on alanthomsonsim.com. You have to be a sub to ATS to get it though. But it is definitely worth it, because you get the line from Sandwell and Dudley to Wigan North Western and Liverpool Lime Street. So it is well worth the money. It's called the Missing Link because it's a route between Stafford and hopefully Preston, and because Dovetail have only done Preston, Carlisle, Glasgow, and they've also done Rugby to Stafford. There's no link between Stafford and Preston, so the Missing Link aims to kind of bring it all together. And not on ATS, it's line from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. So soon we'll be able to drive the entire West Coast Main Line from London Euston to Glasgow Central. I think that's about 400 miles. It's a really long way. Yeah, you'll be able to go non-stop all the way from London to Warrington, then stop at stations to Glasgow. So London Euston, Warrington, Banky, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Oxenholme Lake District, Penrith for the North Lakes, Carlisle, Motherwell, and Glasgow, and Lockerbie. Although most trains do go directly from Carlisle to Glasgow. Come on, frame rate. Come on, you can do it. You can also do like a mail train from out of Willesden towards Warrington and Shilmuir. And then you could run Carlisle Sleeper. You could drive all the way from London to Carstairs, divide your train there, and then continue to Glasgow. That'd be cool. I think this is Little Bridgeford Junction, I think. So soon there will be a junction that goes round to the right, that goes over the West Coast Main Line and out towards Stoke-on-Trent. Come on. Frame rate. So trains in the opposite direction come from Stoke-on-Trent that wish to join the slow lines. If you want to go to the fast lines, you take a different route. So speed limit is 100 miles an hour, even though we can only do 35. And we're currently climbing on a gradient of 1 to 260. Come on. So line to the right goes towards Stoke-on-Trent and Manchester Piccadilly, and we continue straight on towards Crewe. Yeah, hopefully one day we can get the line all the way to Manchester from here. Then you can drive a Voyager all the way from Birmingham to Manchester. I'm also really looking forward to the Chat Moss line from Liverpool to Victoria, and hopefully Piccadilly, and hopefully they'll have the Oslo cord. So then you could drive all the way from Liverpool to Newcastle, well, without Huddersfield to Leeds. So you could do Liverpool, Manchester, Huddersfield, Leeds, York, Newcastle, and then continue to Edinburgh. I'm also really looking forward to the Cambridge line, you know, the one from Peterborough to Cambridge by ATS. No, on ATS. Going to be on ATS. I think Alan and his team are just getting the final bits together before release. I'll also have to go and buy the Bournemouth route. I was meant to get it during the sale, but I kind of forgot. So we have about 16.5 miles to Crewe Basford Hall. But yeah, as a warning, Crewe Basford Hall will be a slideshow, so I'll just try and cut out as much as I can. Just so it's not boring. Just so that it's not boring, because nobody likes seeing a game run at 1 FPS. In real life, I have been down here once. Because I think the first time I did it, the train went through Stoke-on-Trent, and then the second time, the last time, I think the train went through Crewe, which means I came down here in the darkness, because it was winter, at like, I think it was 8ish, 7:30. So yeah, I couldn't really see a lot, even though here there isn't a lot to see. Manchester to London, 1 Alpha 66, because it's all just open field. Oh yeah, didn't a landslip occur around here? Then the Vancy couldn't really run trains. I guess a diversionary route would be to go through Stoke-on-Trent. Go through Stoke-on-Trent to Crewe. Through Alsager and Stone. Yeah, nearly doing 70 miles an hour. That's cool. So I don't think we'll be overtaken by anything because it's quiet. It's really quiet. It's really quiet, considering it's like 20 to 8. Yeah, this train's been going all day. Even though we did have quite a lengthy stop at Willesden. So yeah, on real-time trains, it doesn't really say how far we've come. I'd say a few good 100 miles from Purfleet to Garston. Come on, frame rate. So interesting, I have yet to drive all the way from Wigan to Sunderland Dudley because I haven't done it yet. I've done Liverpool to Crewe before the sim crashed, and I've done Wigan to Crewe. So, and I've also done Crewe to Wolverhampton in a 47. I'm surprised the video didn't do very well. The one from Crewe to Wolverhampton in a 47. I think my view is kind of like more modern stock, rather than a train that's like 60 years old. A freight train. Crewe to Bescott. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was on that train, so we just took some hoppers on it. So yeah, on this journey we should be seeing some 350s, Pedalinos, freights, and I think that's it. Because we won't be going through Crewe stage, we'll be going around it. So yeah, I really do highly recommend this route if you're interested in the West Coast Main Line. Because I think out of all those Coast Main Lines, the most iconic parts is probably the middle. Because you have Crewe, Stafford, Warrington, Wigan, Preston, Birmingham, Rugby. I think that train was going from Crewe to London. And then after Crewe, we should be seeing trains from Liverpool to Birmingham. Come on, mate. So we're slowly easing in on 75 miles an hour. The gradient is 1 to 199. 10 miles after Crewe. So due into Crewe in the next 15 minutes. But knowing the ETA, I'll probably get in sooner than that. So part one was from Purfleet to Willesden. That took about an hour. It took an hour to drive about 20 miles. Then part 2 was from Willesden to Bletchley, Bletchley to Stafford, no, Bletchley to Rugby, Rugby, Stafford, Stafford, Crewe, Crewe to Weather, Weather to Garston. So I think it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. 7 parts. Yeah, I am really enjoying this. It's not like when I tried to go from Edinburgh to King's Cross and then just give up in Darlington. Yeah, I don't think it's that bad because PTG Rail has already done Edinburgh to King's Cross. But I don't think anyone's done this before. Driving at 66 all the way from Purfleet to Garston. So if you want to drive this scenario for yourself, I will be putting this on Alan Thompson Sim after I've gone to Garston. I've also recorded the requirements on my laptop. I just have to translate them into a more professional format. So look, our ETA has gone down already. So we're doing at 19:59:15, and we're a minute behind it. So yeah, we're going to be stuck in Crewe for about 40 minutes. So yeah, I just cut the video and then async it. I think shortly there should be a line coming off from Whitmore or Madeley. So I have done a video on the Madeley branch line with a 31 and some hoppers. Yeah, just today that the line doesn't really exist anymore. I mean, the branch does, but it doesn't go anywhere. Nearly doing 75. Yeah, 660s, they look really nice in the power hole livery. 420, nice. Oh yeah, the channel is really close to 350. Last time I checked, it was at 348. It was 349, then we're down to 348. And hopefully I want it to be at 350 soon, because I've got a scenario for Fabersham to Victoria. I just need to replace the 375 with a 350. Because I could do something on the West Coast main line, but I want to do something fun, something unique, something different. And 350s, well, 351s are dual voltage. So why not make use of the dual voltageness? Because 350s don't really go on third rail. Last time they did was when they were on loan to Southern, on trains between Milton Keynes and Croydon. I'm not sure if it was East Croydon or South Croydon. I think it was South Croydon. So yeah, a pair of 350s from Faversham to Victoria. I'm not sure if I should do like one of those channel update things, because there's nothing really to update. Because it's just train sim to Skylines and live streams. Yeah, we're not really very far away from Crewe. Yeah, flashing the double yellow if I could English. So back off on the power, put the brake on. So yeah, we are very close to Crewe. And get ready for the frame rate to die. Is that Pendle? Yeah, Pendle from Glasgow to London. 1 Mike 17. Alright, sometimes my brakes want to be really good, and the other times they want to be shit. So why do my brakes keep varying in performance? So next stream, I don't know when that will be, either Thursday, I think, probably. I've got a scenario from Gillingham to Victoria in a 375, the EP. Flashing in single yellow, which means we're coming off the downslope and into Basford Hall Yard. I wonder if Crewe was ever closed and the passenger trains would have to be diverted on the freight lines. That'd be cool. You know, with a simulator, I could do that. Like, take a pedalino through the freight lines in Crewe. There's a single yellow with a feather indicator. Yep, this is where the frame rate dies. So I'll just cut out as much as I can, so you don't have to suffer. Speed limit's going down to 15 as we come off the West Coast main line and into the yard. So yeah, due in 7 minutes, although I think by the time I finish editing we'll be there in like 30 seconds. And I forgot to slow down. Typical. Come on, slow down to 15. Yes, I'm going over twice the speed limit. You see, this is the start of Stafford Hall Yard. So release the brake. Yeah, this is death. We should also be going downhill a bit into the yard. Just keep our speed about 12 miles an hour. So the train, you should be sat here for the next half an hour, 40 minutes. How long have I been recording for? I've been recording for the past half an hour. So yeah, Stafford Hall, it's an important yard. You got ballast, you got stone, same thing. You got DRS, nuclear flasks. You have the diesel depot, carriage depot, Gretty Bridge. Yeah, Crewe, it's a big place. You've also got a Freightliner, stable thingy depot thing. Put on a little bit of brake, just so we don't speed. So yeah, in Crewe, we're just putting in some like IWB wagons, some ballast hoppers, some old HHA coal hoppers, 66s, and that's it. So Crewe Stafford Hall Junction, 1958. Yeah, we're even earlier than the actual train, which is good. So we're going to stop in Crewe Stafford Hall SSN stop. What does SSN mean? Because you got SSM and SSN. Like, what do they mean? So we'll crawl it, just slowly crawling through the yard. The frame rate is a lot better than it was. I mean, the FPS counter reads 14. So we're just gonna stop just before this signal. So this is where the custom marker is. So Crewe Stafford Hall SSN stop. So park the train here. So just come to a stop next to these 66s. So come to a stop, put the reverser to neutral, and wait for a considerable amount of time.